The Loch Ness Monster is pure baloney.
There's nothing down there.
It's a myth for the city folk. It's not real.
It's just an old wives' tale. I've never seen anything down there. Right? Well...
The movie that will make you believe. Ted Danson, Loch Ness, next Saturday on ABC.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Settonni. Coming up next on News Channel 5 at 11, we have a jam-packed newscast for you. First, we'll take you to Boston, where a Boston man is thanking a Cleveland woman for saving his life. We'll explain that story. We'll talk about the weather. As the snow begins to melt, we'll tell you what it's doing to our rivers. Brad Sussman will have a complete forecast. We're going to show you what is up with the Browns tomorrow in Buffalo. We'll take you to what the Buckeyes did today in Illinois. And it was a special day for Jenny Krim. We'll tell you why. Coming up next.
Now, from Ohio's most watched news team, this is News Channel 5 at 11.
It is a wonderful story. A Cleveland woman embraces a man who's alive today because of her generosity. No, she did not give him money, but something far more valuable, a chance at life. Good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Settonni. Thanks for joining us. Jackie's off tonight. Today, the man from Boston is thanking the woman from Cleveland for giving him the bone marrow he so desperately needed. News Channel 5's Tony Gaskins is in our 24-hour newsroom. Tony, how's the Boston man doing?
Heartwarming story, isn't it, Mike? Don Merritt is doing well, or as well as doctors can expect, so say his doctors, and he's full of appreciation today. Naturally, of course, a Cleveland woman he never met has allowed him to live a much longer life than he or anyone else expected.
The bone marrow Karen Ormiston donated a year ago ended up saving Don Merritt's life. Today, they met for the first time at Logan Airport in Boston amid a crush of reporters and cameras. As we said, Karen Ormiston had no idea where her bone marrow would end up, and she certainly did not know it would save a life.
I'm shaking. I've been shaking all morning. So.
What are the thoughts in your hearts right now?
It's a completed world as far as I'm concerned. She's unbelievable.
When you donated, did you have any thought in mind that there might be a day like today?
I'm grateful that there is. I had really positive thoughts about it the whole time, though.
Merritt proudly showed Karen around town and even introduced her to his doctors at the New England Medical Center. After all, it isn't every day you get to meet a savior.
Now, Mike, Karen plans to return to Boston to check on Don Merritt's health in a couple of months, just to make sure her precious bone marrow is still on the job and doing what it's supposed to do.
Tony, what about donating more bone marrows? Karen plan to do that again?
Yeah, she's not done. I guess she wants to go through the procedure again. If it can help someone else, certainly she is ready to do that. And in this case, it will be a 48-year-old man who needs her bone marrow.
All right. Tony Gaskins, live in the newsroom. Thanks, Tony.
Sure.
In other news, a 2-alarm fire rips through a 100-year-old factory building, throwing dozens of workers out of work. The fire broke out here this morning at the Universal Fuller Company, a big-scale laundromat for industrial firms. Towering flames, take a look, and dark clouds of smoke could be seen for miles. Fortunately, no one was inside at the time, and investigators say that chemicals that have ignited were not in